morning to all of you. So, graduates, dignitaries and IAs, faculty members, family, and friends, it is absolute honor for me to stand here today. I must confess, so when I get the invitation to address this convocation, I felt like, wow, like, why me? So there could be like many academicians with great accolades. In spite of them, like, okay, so why me? So then I realized, so it's more than accolades. It's about building the collaboration and connection. And it's more about like celebrating the journey which the graduating students like, okay, you are taken. So let's start by obvious question. You made it. So you survived the examination, survived evaluation, survived so rigorous process of academic rigor. What next? So like basically like that's the question, right? Basically you, more than surviving all this rigor, academic rigor, so the next thing is you build, you grown, okay? So you build your careers. More than that, you discovered your voice. So from here onwards, what you try to make it is what is very, very important. So as William Butler is said, education is not filling a pile, but lighting a fire. I could see like a lot of spark here in this gathering. So each one of you are carrying. So at this point of time, it's very, very important you acquired the academic excellence. You acquired like, okay, so how to process. What is more important is how you are going to apply this learning, whatever the learning you gained over the past few years, how you are going to apply it to the real world to solve the societal problem is what is very, very important. So that brings very relevant question of innovation. How you are going to solve the plenty of problems. Like okay, if you look around, there could be a lot of problems. How we are going to apply these learnings, what you gathered over the few years to solve this societal problem is what is very, very important. Often like, okay, so the innovation is misunderstood. So people like generally like when we say innovation is all about building the apps or developing wonderful algorithms or AI. So innovation is not only these algorithms or the apps or AI, it's about the mindset. So basically like, oh, I see the problem. What is the best way to solve this problem? Why not let me try this way? What if I approach this way? So that kind of curiosity and questioning inculcates the process of innovation. You can find like lot of applications of innovation, like even if some farmer utilizing AI to predict the crop yield. So it's an innovation, like he need not be very, very excellent, he is using the excellent algorithm or the app. So even if you, by considering the thought of utilizing the technology and the tools to predict crop yield, or even like so the faculty members utilizing like so the gamification, using the games or the finding the interesting way to impart the process of learning, is an innovation. So basically like innovation is not restricted to Silicon Valley or to the industry or the research labs. Innovation can be part of each one of us. It originates with the question of curiosity, sense of curiosity. So as long as you are curious and as long as you are having a right mindset of innovating and solving the problem to build a better society, so innovation is already there. Okay, so that's what is very, very important. So you acquired your skills, required skills to solve this societal problem. Now the question is how you arouse your curiosity, how you keep your senses open to look into the societal problems, and how you try to connect these learnings, whatever you gain through the academic rigor, to solve the societal problem is what is very, very important. So, the world doesn't require more number of graduates because already more number of graduates are there. Like what is more important is we need more visionaries. So the person who can bring lot of visionary, and the world needs the leaders who can build the gaps. Like so, even in the era where we are living with AI, where entire world is connected, so still we see there are like lot of disconnects. So we need someone like the leaders who can build these bridges to reduce the gap between the society and the humans. And we need someone like, who can, the brave arts, who can take the responsibility, shoulder the responsibility to solve the societal problem. These are the very, very important thing what is required more than a graduation. I hope Gandhinagar University has given you enough education, enough academic rigor to shoulder these kind of responsibility and the societal needs. So the world is full of machines. So everybody everywhere you see so there are a lot of machines. So beyond that, what is more important is the empathy you bring in is what is very, very important. So that should be our superpower. So the world is full of noise. I think probably if you see around, there could be a lot of noise every day. So there could be a geopolitical tension. There could be a lot of technological intervention. So there will be a lot of noise, and the clarity you bring in should be your power. And at the same time, so the world is divided, as I already mentioned. So even though in the connected world, so we still live in the divisions. So probably the collaboration, how well you collaborate with the different stakeholders to build the legacy is what is very, very important. Okay. As Einstein once told, so we cannot solve the problem by thinking in the same mindset which created the problem. To solve the problems, we need to think always outside the box. We need to see from the different stakeholder point, different perspective to solve this problem. I hope each one of you will bring in that kind of different perspectives by collaborating with the right set of people to solve the societal problem. Finally, in this process, it requires a lot of challenges. I hope you are well educated to take up those challenges. In this process, at any point of time, if you feel you are lost, don't worry. So step back, try to self-reflect, try to find the way, how best I can come out of this. Always remember, even the GPS, when it lost, it requires a couple of moments to recalibrate. Okay? So that should be your spirit to take up, to self-reflect and come up with the appropriate solution. Okay? So with this, let me congratulate all the graduating students. And the future is yours. Go, shape it up with wisdom, wonders, and sense of curiosity to solve the problem. So with this, thank you all for your for the opportunity given me to share my views. And at the same time, I congratulate both graduating students and their parents. And also, so I congratulate Gandhinagar University for the first ever graduation convocation ceremony. Thank you all.